Louisville, Kentucky, summer 1958, Columbia Gym, 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. A 16-year-old kid walks into the gym, skinny, tall, baby-faced, Cassius Clay. He's been training here for 4 years. Won some amateur fights, got some local attention, but he's still just a kid. In the corner, a professional boxer is working the heavy bag. Name's Willie Redish, 24 years old, 18-4 record. Not a star, but a real pro. Makes money fighting. Has been in the ring with killers. Redish sees Cassius walk in, says loud enough for everyone to hear. Here comes Golden Boy. Thinks he's special. Thinks he's gonna be champion. Mocking, dismissive. The other boxers laugh. Cassius says nothing. Just starts wrapping his hands. The head trainer, Fred Stoner, sees the tension. Knows this isn't good. But before he can intervene, Redish says, "Hey Stoner, put the kid in with me. Let me teach him a lesson. Show him what real boxing looks like." Stoner hesitates. "Willie, he's just a kid. You're a pro." "That's not Redish. I'll go light. Just want to show him he ain't nothing special yet." Stoner looks at Cassius. Cassius's face is stone, cold, determined. Stoner sighs. "Okay, 3 rounds, light sparring. Willie, I mean it, light." They gear up. 16-ounce gloves, headgear, mouthpieces, bell rings. 30 seconds later, Willie Redish's nose is bleeding. His lip is split. His legs are unsteady. And Cassius Clay isn't even breathing hard. Let me back up. Louisville, 1958. Cassius Clay is 16 years old. He's been boxing since he was 12, training at Columbia Gym under Fred Stoner. He's talented. Everyone knows it. Fast hands, good footwork, natural rhythm. But he's still amateur, still learning, still just a kid. The gym has a mix. Amateurs training for local tournaments. A few pros trying to make a name. Most pros are respectful to the amateurs. Help them, teach them. But Willie Redish, Willie's different. He's bitter. He's been boxing for 6 years. Thought he'd be champion by now. Instead, he's 18-4, fighting small venues, making barely enough to survive. And now, this skinny 16-year-old kid is getting all the attention. Local newspaper calling him Louisville's Golden Boy. People saying he's gonna be great, gonna be champion. Willie hates it, because Willie's been working his ass off for 6 years, and nobody calls him special. Nobody writes about him. Nobody says he's gonna be champion. So when Cassius walks into the gym that day, Willie sees an opportunity to humble the kid, to show everyone that talent isn't enough. That being young and fast doesn't mean anything against a real pro. Willie's gonna teach this kid a lesson. This is the story of when a 16-year-old Cassius Clay faced a professional boxer who wanted to hurt him. What happens in the next 30 seconds doesn't just shock the gym, it announces the arrival of something nobody's ever seen before. Subscribe, because this is the moment young Clay becomes dangerous. Now let me show you what happened when that bell rang. They touch gloves. Willie's glove tap is hard, aggressive, sending a message. This isn't friendly. Cassius taps back, light, respectful, but his eyes are locked on Willie. Cold, focused. Bell rings. Willie comes out orthodox. Textbook pro style. High guard. Advancing. Trying to establish dominance immediately. Cassius bounces, hands low. His signature style already developing. Side to side. Light on his feet. Willie throws a jab. Testing. Cassius slips it. 6 inches to the right. Willie throws another jab. Cassius slips it. 6 inches to the left. Willie throws a jab-cross combination. Power behind it. This isn't light sparring. This is trying to hurt. Cassius makes both punches miss. Not by much. Just enough. Flowing. The gym goes quiet. People stopping their workouts. Watching. Because something feels different. Willie's getting frustrated. Throws a left hook. Hard. Aimed at Cassius's head. Cassius ducks under it. The punch passes over his head by 2 inches. Then Cassius counters. Jab. Snap. Right on Willie's nose. Willie's head pops back. Surprised. That punch was fast. Faster than anything Willie's faced. Willie resets. Throws another combination. Jab cross hook. Pro level. Meant to overwhelm. Cassius slips the jab. Blocks the cross with his glove. leans back from the hook, then unleashes a combination of his own. Jab, jab, right hand, left hook, right hand. 5 punches, in 2 seconds, all landing, clean. Willie's head snapping back and forth. His nose starts bleeding immediately. His lip splits from the last right hand. 20 seconds into the round, the gym gasps. Fred Stoner steps forward, ready to stop it, but Willie waves him off. Pride. He's not quitting, not in front of everyone, not against a 16-year-old kid. Willie tries to get aggressive, tries to use his size, his experience, his professional training, charges forward, throws heavy punches, trying to overwhelm Cassius with volume. But Cassius isn't there, flowing, slipping, dodging, making Willie miss by inches. Every time Willie throws, Cassius counters. Jab, right hand, left hook, precise, fast, controlled. Willie's face is getting marked up, nose bleeding more, left eye starting to swell, lip getting bigger. The other boxers in the gym are staring, mouths open. They've never seen anything like this. Fred Stoner watching closely, amazed, concerned. This kid is special, really special. But Willie's pride might get him hurt. 30 seconds into the round, Willie throws a desperate overhand right. His best punch, the one that's knocked out 12 opponents in his pro career. Cassius sees it coming from a mile away, leans back. The punch misses by 4 inches. Then Cassius steps in, throws a perfect right hand, straight down the middle. Textbook, perfect timing. Boom, catches Willie flush on the chin. Willie's legs wobble, his eyes glaze. He's hurt, really hurt. Fred Stoner jumps in. Stop, that's enough. Grabs Willie, walks him to the corner, sits him down. 30 seconds, that's all it took. Cassius stands in the center of the ring, not celebrating, not gloating, just standing there, breathing normal, like nothing happened. The gym is silent, stunned. Then one of the old-timers starts clapping, slow clap, then another, then everyone. But Cassius doesn't acknowledge it, just takes off his gloves, walks to the corner, sits down. Willie Redish sits in his corner, ice on his face, blood on his shirt, humiliated. Fred Stoner comes over. Willie, you okay? Willie nods, but his eyes are distant, staring at nothing. Stoner, you went too hard. I told you light sparring. Willie, I know. I wanted to teach him a lesson. Stoner, you did. You taught him. He's better than a pro. Good job. Willie looks up. That kid, he's not human. Fred, his hands are lightning. I couldn't see the punches coming. I couldn't touch him. And I'm a pro. I've fought ranked guys. I've sparred with champions. But that kid, he trails off, shaking his head. Stoner, what about him? Willie, that kid's gonna be champion. Not local champion. Not state champion. World champion. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. Stoner nods. I know. I've known for a while. Willie, I'm 24. Been boxing 6 years. Thought I was gonna be special. Thought I was gonna make it. But I just got dominated by a 16-year-old kid in 30 seconds. I'm done. Fred, I'm not good enough. Never was. Stoner puts a hand on his shoulder. Willie, don't. Willie, no. It's okay. I needed to know. Now I know. That kid, he's the real thing. I'm not. That's just truth. Across the gym, Cassius is sitting on a bench, unwrapping his hands. An older boxer sits next to him. Boxer, kid, that was impressive. You really hurt Willie. Cassius didn't mean to hurt him. Just meant to defend myself. Boxer, he was trying to hurt you. You know that, right? That wasn't light sparring. He wanted to teach you a lesson. Cassius, I know. That's why I had to show him. Boxer, show him what? Cassius looks at him. Those young eyes, but old wisdom in them. Show him that lessons go both ways. He wanted to teach me I'm not special. I taught him I am. Here's what that sparring session reveals about young Cassius Clay. Talent alone isn't enough, but talent plus disrespect equals explosive. Cassius had talent. Everyone knew it. But he was still just a kid, still learning, still respectful, still humble in his own way. But when Willie tried to humiliate him, when Willie tried to teach him a lesson in front of everyone, That's when Cassius showed what he really had. Not just speed, not just skill, controlled aggression. Because watch that sparring session. Cassius didn't go crazy, didn't lose control, didn't just swing wildly. He was surgical, precise, calculated. Every punch had purpose. Every movement was intentional. That's the difference between talented fighters and dangerous fighters. Talented fighters have skills. Dangerous fighters have skills plus the ability to turn them on and off at will. Willie wanted to hurt Cassius, so Cassius defended himself. But he didn't just defend. He dominated. He made a statement, and the statement was, "Don't disrespect me, ever." This is the birth of Ali's killer instinct. Not the trash talk, not the showmanship. That comes later. This is the foundational understanding. When someone tries to humble you, you humble them back, completely, definitively, so they never try again. 2 years later, Cassius wins Olympic gold. 4 years later, he becomes heavyweight champion. But it started here. In this gym. In this sparring session. Against a pro who thought he could teach a kid a lesson. The kid taught the pro instead. Here's what 16-year-old Cassius Clay teaches us in that gym. Respect is earned, but disrespect is answered. Willie Redish didn't respect Cassius. Saw him as just a kid. Just hype. Just local attention that Willie deserved more. So Willie tried to humble him. Tried to show everyone that Cassius wasn't special. Cassius answered, in 30 seconds. Not with words. Not with excuses. With results. And here's the deeper truth. Willie was right to test Cassius. Because champions aren't made in friendly sparring. They're made when someone tries to break them and fails. Willie tried to break Cassius. Instead, he proved Cassius was unbreakable. That's the test every champion faces. When someone tries to humble you, do you fold? Or do you prove them wrong so completely they never question you again? Cassius proved Willie wrong so completely that Willie retired shortly after. Not because Cassius hurt him physically, because Cassius showed Willie the gap between good and great, between pro and legend. Willie was good. Cassius was going to be great. And Willie saw it, accepted it, and stepped aside. That's what happens when disrespect meets talent. Talent wins, decisively. The question's for you. Who's trying to teach you a lesson right now? Who's disrespecting you? Who's underestimating you? Are you going to argue with them? Or are you going to show them? Because words don't win. Results do. Cassius didn't defend himself with words. Didn't argue with Willie. Didn't explain why he was special. He just proved it. In 30 seconds. Now it's your turn. Someone's disrespecting you right now. Trying to humble you. Trying to teach you that you're not special. Don't argue. Just show them. Like Cassius did. Like champions do. Results silence doubt. Always. Pro boxer. I'm gonna teach this kid a lesson. 16-year-old Cassius Clay. Teaches lesson in 30 seconds. Pro boxer. That kid's gonna be world champion. Comment. When did someone try to teach you a lesson and you showed them instead? Tell your story. Like. If results silence doubt just became your new motto. Subscribe for more untold young Ali stories. Next, the stolen bike that started everything. Share with someone who's being disrespected right now. Someone who needs to stop arguing and start proving.